Ready, hot!
What are your thoughts about how the Big 12 as a whole has played so far this year?
It seems like everyone's done well. I have to be, a little honest that you get in your little hole, and I've just been paying attention to us in Missouri, and then, but it seems like everybody's really played pretty well from catching up the little bit I can during like Saturdays. You're waiting to play, you're catching a lot of scores, and it seems like overall the league. I'm just referencing Kansas State with the big win at Miami, and Iowa State has played well. But it seems like everybody's playing pretty good.
Oklahoma State got a big road win against an
Yeah.
SEC team.
All right.
Are there different kinds of walk-ons too, Bob? Guys that are just kind of happy to be out there and guys who think they can compete for jobs?
Yeah, I mean, some guys have legitimate chances to compete for jobs and do, and then other guys are, pretty much know their chance of getting in isn't very good, but they still are very valuable and contribute greatly to the team in practices and giving us looks, of what we're going to see on Saturday, either side of the ball, and those guys, and really in the team and in the locker room. There isn't any difference on how a guy's treated, and the players, whether they're on scholarship or not, are all very close and good friends, and they have a locker just like the other guys have a locker. They get the same equipment, so everybody's once outside of the parameters that the NCAA says you can't feed them or you can't do this or that. Other than that, everybody's treated the same.
Medical treatment's the same, is that right?
Pardon me?
They have the same access to medical treatment facilities all
Absolutely, and learning specialists in our learning center and all of that.
That's a pretty weak rule. You can't feed them, don't you think?
Well, I'm sure there's, again, you have to, it's part of the scholarship. So, they can pay a certain amount and still, and get those meals, like any other, so.
Bob, you bragged on Millard a lot, but because of his versatility, and of course that highlight he's going to have, it's going to be a highlight for this run when he ran over the safety. It's going to be a highlight for a long time. His versatility, though, doesn't it allows you to really get your tempo going because you never have to take him off the field. If you
Well,
want.
it does make a difference. Trey can play about anywhere and be effective everywhere. So it does allow you to get into different looks and formations and not have to substitute. Because as soon as you substitute, they can slow down the pace and substitute with you. So he does give you a ton of options and formations, and because of all he can do.
Have you expanded his role? I mean, is he?
Oh, absolutely. As you can see, he's out there a lot, and we put him in a lot of spots, and the coaches are aware of. He's a great player, and he's got to have it. We want to make sure he's having opportunities.
Bob, you said clearly you weren't looking ahead. I think the Texas are looking at scheme-wise. But Ball State runs the ball a little bit. I guess you said the quarterback runs some. Texas has that. Is it good to see that a week early where you see some quarterback run game?
Well, this guy does, I don't think he does as much as the last two teams we've played. But, it's still in there. He'll pull it a little bit. And so, anymore, that's common. I think more teams have a guy that's going to run a little bit than they don't. So we're always, working on it and, trying to get better at defending it.
Bob, you said a couple times last week that Missouri, just being Missouri and given last year's game, had your players' attention. Is it safe to say that they didn't have their attention, looking back on it? But not like you thought they would?
I don't know how to say that. Whether it was not, it's an excuse. So what? Well, the bottom line, we won by 10 points, all right? And against a team that had 10 wins a year ago, and everybody was talking about this is going to be a tough game. So, yeah, sorry we didn't play perfect, but at the end of the day, it's a good win, and we're going to move on and try and get better. It's the third game of the year. Are we, by any stretch of the imagination, where we need to be? No. Well, should we get better? I believe we will.
Can you talk about Jazz Reynolds, his game, and kind of the development of wide receiver depth there?
Yeah, again, I've been saying all along that we've got more guys, you know, this year that I think can step up and make important and big plays than just Ryan Broyles, and you know, and Kenny or Jazz Reynolds stepped up, and DeJuan Miller the other night, and really showed that. They made some good, strong, competitive plays, and I expect them to continue to do that. I think they're guys that are very capable and very good players that we've got to, you know, that'll continue to come on for us.
Bob, last night in Dallas, Jason Garrett said that the Redskins were mimicking the snap count. That's why they had the 3 wild snaps that Romo wasn't ready for. Does that happen in college? And
A little bit on occasion.
We haven't seen much of that. And is that an extra concern breaking in a new center?
You know, I don't know that it's an extra concern. It's probably a concern for any center, but you know, it's something that you know will happen on occasion. But I mean, we really haven't had an issue with it. I think we had somebody when we were taking a knee swat at the ball and knock it out, and I don't think they saw it. So that was a while ago, but.
That is against the rules, what I call mimicking signals at the college level.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Redskins game, did you get a surge of pride when they had the starting lineups and 3?
I saw a little bit of it, not much, and I did. I said I had a big smile, and then at the time I saw it is when they were kind of bragging on Trent. So just seeing him, and I, of course, looked for Jamal and Chris Chester, and very proud of them. Those are all 3 great guys, and to have 3 of the 5 out there playing like that's pretty neat. Especially since anyway, I'm probably not allowed to say it. Well, it helps you recruit O-linemen. You know, there's some good O-linemen in here, that's all. Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not.
Can you text it to them? Can you text it to the recruits? Hey, check that out.
Yeah, throw that on the TV. Whatever network you want. Okay? All right, thanks.